Let's discuss this further now with Steve Fowler, automotive editor and consultant, who joins us from Porto, Portugal. Welcome back to the programme, Steve. Now, Europe's car market just posted its third straight year of growth. What's behind this drive?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things. I always find these numbers fascinating when they get released because they hide a multitude of secrets. Now, I think the market is picking up, which is good, but there's also a difference between registrations and sales. It's very easy for car makers to register cars without actually having owners, and that shouldn't necessarily be the case. But I think there's a fair degree of registering cars without them actually finding real homes. So that doesn't give a true reflection of the market. Yes, I think it is up, but I do think there's a lot of pushing cars to market, particularly around electrification. If manufacturers have targets to hit, they find clever ways to get cars onto the market to avoid paying any fines. And I think that's a little bit of the case. So we've got to look behind the numbers truly, but there are some winners, there are some losers, and there's always some surprises, particularly amongst the growth that the Chinese makes.
Right, and we're seeing hybrid cars grow faster than fully electric ones. Why are hybrids becoming more popular right now for European drivers?
Well, again, there's a story behind the figures. There are two things to bear in mind. Yes, buyers are buying hybrid cars in numbers. Plug-in hybrid cars in particular, huge growth as people are seeing the benefit. But in Europe, the way the numbers are calculated, cars that are called mild hybrids. Now, they're basically cars that just have a slightly bigger battery. They're not able to run on electric power alone. Those cars are put in with full hybrids. So it's not quite a true picture of what is a hybrid and what isn't. I class some of those mild hybrids as just petrol cars. However, what I do know is car buyers are aware of the move to electrification. There's not a car buyer today who doesn't think about going electric, and they might think, not yet, in which case a hybrid car in whatever form, whether that's a mild hybrid, a full hybrid, or a plug-in hybrid, is that step towards electrification for the people who aren't quite confident that full electrification is the way to go yet. So all hybrids are a stepping stone. Yes, they're becoming more and more popular, but we have to have a look at how those numbers are calculated. And there's a lot of cars that I would class as just petrol cars with big batteries amongst those hybrid figures.
And with the threat of tariffs, rising competition and charging gaps still in play, how strong do you think the market growth really is?
Yeah, I mean that's the good point. Ultimately, what I know and what I see from the statistics on reports and the reviews that we put out, there's more and more interest in buying cars. So confidence is slowly coming back to the market. There are plenty of things, whether we look at the geopolitical situation or the economic situation across Europe, plenty of things that can dent that confidence. But buyers are coming back. Ultimately, people with cars tend to have to come back into the market at some stage. Their finance terms change, their circumstances change. People have to buy cars. But I think the market is picking up, maybe not quite at the level that the numbers suggest.
Right, Steve Fowler, automotive editor and consultant. Thank you very much for your insights.